So tonight we saw Rock of Ages at the Pantages Theater. It opens February 15th. It closes this week, February 28th.
So this was my very first time seeing this show. I'd only heard great things about it, and it definitely lived up to its expectations. The show completely blew my mind. It was just a really, really fun show. Everyone in the audience was having such a great time, and the energy on stage was awesome. The characters were memorable. The jokes were great, and it kind of reminded me of Hair, just like a lot better. I just like, the timepieces were like they're in a specific era. It was just very similar, except for that this actually had a plot, and I really liked that.
Okay, so this show has a lot of sentimental value for me. So it's impossible for me to dislike a production of Rock of Ages. Rock of Ages was the first show I saw with my girlfriend on September 25th, 2009. So it's very much an emotional attachment for me anyway. I love every single thing about the score, the script, the jokes, the set, the costumes. Honestly, the show blows me away every time I see it. So I'm not going to talk about that stuff. As far as the tour cast, there are a few people that stood out to me as in comparison with the people I've seen in the past. Rebecca Falconberry was okay as Sherry. She has a nice voice, but I felt like the acting was a little bit fake. The character of Sherry is very bubbly and bouncy, but I also need her to be genuine if I'm going to feel bad for her when things go downhill, or if I'm going to want her to end up with Drew. And I didn't get that from her. She was just kind of like too fake and cheery the whole time, and I didn't get much real character depth from her. Savannah Weiss is still my favorite Sherry. Travis Walker as Franz was adorable. I mean, he stood out immediately, partly because he's super tall and like has white blonde hair, but he had great stage presence, and he really took the stage whenever he was on it. I liked him a lot, but his voice doesn't quite live up to Wesley Taylor's voice, who's on the original Broadway recording of it. He was better than the times I saw Tom Link, though, so I really adored Travis. Okay, my favorite.
He was great. It was funny. Chime. Patrick
Llewellyn as Lonnie was a god tonight. I love Mitch Jarvis, but Patrick blew me away. He was funny and sleazy on the jokes. Did a really good job like dragging the audience as far as his narration of the story goes. And on top of being a wonderful singer, he made me feel endeared to the character of Lonnie, which is something I haven't had before. Spoiler alert, we need to put that up. When Dennis dies in the end, I actually felt the threat of tears because I had been so attached to Lonnie, and I felt Lonnie's pain for losing Dennis. So that was something new to me, and I almost stage doored just to shake his hand and tell him he was amazing. I was like, that was the best Lonnie I've ever seen. Patrick Llewellyn, if you see this, I'm a huge fan now. And I will look for you in future productions of anything and come see you. I'm dead serious. Okay, something that made me laugh about seeing the production this time.
Irony.
Constantine Morales, who plays Drew, just had a daughter with ex-Rock of Ages cast member Angel Reed. And it's amusing to me that Constantine's on stage 3,000 miles away from New York, holding this fake stuffed baby with Rebecca Falconberry as Sherry, while his real child is with his girlfriend elsewhere. The role he's playing on stage is almost paralleling the life he's actually living, only Drew chooses love and Constantine chose fame by going on the tour and keeping his job and not choosing to find another job in New York City where his girlfriend and his daughter are. And so it made me laugh.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's pretty funny.
It was pretty funny.
So if you have a chance, really go see this show. For me, I think that if you leave a show with a huge smile on your face, everyone did their job perfectly, and it's a show that's definitely worthwhile and worth money. And that's how I felt leaving it. So go see it. It's at Pantages for only a couple more days. So if you have a chance, go. We'll post a link to see where the tour is going next if it's going to go to your city. But really, it's amazing.
Patrick. Bye.
Okay, bye.